What's up everyone, Titanium Taco here today. It is that time of month. Let me show you guys the Monastery update that I have for you this month. Let's get to it. What's up everyone, Taco here today. A couple days later after the first initial announcement, just wanted to share with you guys what I've been doing the past couple of days since the announcement of the Monastery and what my progress is thus far. So I have finally figured out how to get the angle for the second section of the Monastery. Basically, like I said, I initially want to get the entire base of it before I start building the walls. I mean, I've already did start building the walls here, but I am showing you this progress now because I'm thinking of redoing some of this. Basically, what I'm going to end up doing is elevating all of the interior by one plate, and I'll show you guys why in just a second. But part of the reason is also because of the doors. It's mainly the doors. So what I ended up opting for is these doors that open on hinges, and they're a little bit bulky and don't kind of open all that well. They're a little hard to open, but I opted for this mainly because the sliding doors were just giving me a headache. I may go back to that at some point, I might not. What do you guys think? But part of the reason I'm doing this elevation is because, as you can see here, I came up with this little detail, kind of like carpet, so that when you open the doors, they kind of slide open as opposed to getting stuck in all the studs. So this is now going to be elevated by one plate. And mainly this is for the sliding doors, because this piece here is what I'll be using for the sliding doors. And the only problem with this is that when a minifigure opens like the door, right? So essentially slides the door open, right? Perfect representation here. They slide the door open, they have to go up one plate and then go back down a plate. So basically, a minifigure, if this was a sliding door, would go boop 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 boop, then down one. So I am gonna elevate the entire interior one plate so that this interior is level with the sliding doors that will be going on this side of the monastery and this side of the monastery that doesn't exist yet, and the interior of the monastery, because there's going to be sliding doors in the inside of all the rooms. And as you can see here, I kind of like outlaid the rooms. So yeah, I'm gonna change some of this stuff. It's gonna be a lot. I am doing this to myself because I just absolutely love stacking tiles and plates on plates on plates on plates. So yeah, this is gonna look different. I just came up with this because I wanted this to open up. But I would rather have this be up one entire plate and have this all be consistent as opposed to having this. So that is the first update I wanted to show you guys before I started changing things again. And actually, I also want to show you guys some parts that I got. What you see here is the first official bricklink order for the monastery. We've got bricks, we've got plates, we've got bricks, we've got bricks, plates, plates. We've got so much stuff that is all gonna go into this monastery, and y'all could also see me build this live. I will occasionally, when I have orders like this, be doing live build streams on the members only stuff side of things, so that, you know, I also have something to give to the members. So I will be going live with all this stuff, or I guess I already have gone live, and putting a lot of this into the MOC itself. I'm also trying a new live stream setup when it comes to live builds, which will be implemented to tomorrow's live streams technically, because I am recording this in the start of February, but this is releasing in the end of February, and tomorrow we're getting the March sets. So I am incorporating this format of live streaming hopefully in the March sets that come out tomorrow. So look forward to that as well. But that is all I got for now, at least from me. But me in a couple of days or weeks before the end of the month, we'll have another update. So stay tuned for, I guess, just another 2 seconds. Cut to that right now. And after order and order and order, this is what I have thus far at the end of February for you guys. And looking at the main entrance here first, this is the final product I have with the main entrance and the doors. I did make this area a little bit more wider than it was before. Now, like I said previously, the doors are a little hard to open, but I think they still work pretty well for what they are. And the whole interior is elevated one entire plate. And here we just have the completed base of the entire monastery from right to left, all throughout the center, and all the way to the left, and I think it's looking pretty darn nice, if I do say so myself. Now here is the sliding door function, which I actually did make a custom door for it, because the doors that we get for Lego, at least, are the ones that Lego uses, I do not like, and they're also really expensive. I think they go for like $4 if I wanted to use the ones that I wanted to use, and because of that, I'm opting to not use those, and I just made my own, and it works really well. So I think I'm just gonna go with this, and it is to the measurements that I want it to be, so yay for that. Then we have the interior here. As you can see, I have a lot of it mostly tiled on one side. The center's also pretty tiled up, but I still need to finish tiling on the right side. And then the amount of rooms, we have a total of 7 rooms on either side, on both sides of the monastery. The 4 rooms that are, I guess, on the top, it's not really the top, but on the top section of the monastery, are going to be the ninja rooms. The ones more like at the bottom are going to be different rooms. And the main room here is going to be that one, the living room with the gaming and stuff, where they game and play stuff. I don't know, that's just the main room. And yeah, it's basically mirrored. The left and the right side are mirrored. And like I said, the top layer of the rooms are going to be the ninja rooms, and the bottom 3 are going to be like other rooms, like the bathrooms. I'm going to do 2 bathrooms, one on either side of the monastery. And one last thing I wanted to mention with this entire monastery is that I am incorporating multiple aspects of multiple monasteries. Of course, I'm talking about like the very first original monastery that we got in the pilots in the first season and second season, as well as some aspects of like the redesigned-ish monastery from the Oni trilogy era of Ninjago, and of course a little bit from the Dragon's Rising, which is why I have the opening doors and not the sliding doors like that. And I've also taken on this impossible task of kind of making the monastery accurate in terms of making it accurate to the Dragon's Rising version of it, because the interior is looking more like the Dragon's Rising stuff. But the thing I noticed is in the show, and this goes back to the Wild Brain era too, when they started doing the monastery and that aspect of it, and that's when it really changed with the interior, is that there's windows to every room that is in the monastery. At least the ninja's room, for instance, like Wu and Lloyd's room have windows. But if you look at the exterior of the monastery from behind, there is no windows, and so basically the interior and the exterior don't match up at all. And I found this quote from Tommy Andreasen when asked if there is a chance we could get a full interior look of the Wild Brain Monastery Spinjitzu. Tommy Andreasen replied, "CGI sets aren't built like that. We have rooms and halls, but no layout." And then when a fan mentioned that the monastery looks larger on the inside than on the outside, he said, "It's just a superior I can't even talk, and clever use of colors. Master was a master that. That's my explanation, blah, blah, blah." Basically, and this goes for every piece of media, usually, typically in animation especially, is that the interior always looks much larger than the exterior. And that's just a cool little thing that animation could do, because they could kind of give you a nice little looking outside and completely overblow the interior. And it's literally impossible to make these little builds to its like most accurate possibilities because of that. And so this is an impossible task, but you know what, I'm going to do my best, and at the end of the day, this isn't going to be the most accurate monastery. It is going to be pretty accurate for the most part in terms of scale and some details, but at the end of the day, this is my MOC, and I am going to take a little bit of liberty with it. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to share that little mini rant, because literally, what the frick, man. But regardless of which, I am excited to see this thing all the way through, finish it up, and yeah, I love it. And here is a Wu minifigure just to get a sense of scale on how big this monastery actually is, because this monastery is absolutely huge, and it'll just only get bigger because there are more things that I'm doing currently right now that expands the monastery, because you got the outer walls and stuff like that. So this monastery is far from complete. And there you guys have it. That is all I got right now for the monastery. I'm actually still working on it currently right now. I have a bunch of pieces everywhere. Like, my room's a complete mess. So I'm probably going to work on that right now before we get new sets tomorrow. So hopefully y'all enjoyed. Leave a like, subscribe, comment, share, and I will see you guys, I guess, Sunday for the first live stream, I think. Bye! Taco out.